Alright, this is Bama Martin. I just wanted to give you an update instead of type. I typed a lot of information on there. I'm on PS5. Uh, what I did was, let me go back here to the workers. I called each one of them in to my office area so they will not have any task. Called each one of them to the office individually.
Boss man.
And see, they don't have any task priority. If you have any, just trash it. But remember to save your changes.
Right away.
Boss man. Sure thing.
All of these nobody has any task. I've had one, I've run 2 days store opening and not had one worker stand still the entire time, and they will unload the trucks. Wish we could get a designated area for these carts for them to return them. And I noticed hiring daily workers, if they work cold storage, they will have at least one box on a cart that spoils. So I'm going to quit running daily workers. It'll take longer to restock, but I won't lose any freight just for that reason. I usually hire the max, whatever the tablet says. Like right now, if I go over, I'll look, well, not the heat. There's 1, 2, 3. There's only 4. But I'm not going to hire them today. But I've run 2 days with no task assigned, and everything got done. Everything got stocked, restocked, trucks unloaded. So I'm going to run another day and let you see them in action. Before this glitch or bug that we had, I had 3 people assigned just to the cakes over here to keep them stocked, so that's a little bit slower getting that done. And I had 2 workers that just dealt with dog houses because I couldn't keep them in stock. And so I usually have to run a bunch of them there myself until they get low, and then they'll start running them. All right, we're going to open the store, and I'm just going to walk around, and I'm going to show you that the workers are working. But before they do, I'm going to take you upstairs. I just got to level 112, and I got the workbenches, and I want to reveal my little area for my workbench. Here it is. I put the curvature walls in. I had to hide the corners because you can see the tile sticking out. And I've got the workbenches here. It's almost like a specialty item. I like this design that I've done. Tell me what you think in the comment section. I put it over here with the sporting goods. I come up with that idea. I said, well, I'll just put some plants around the corners and maybe hide a little bit of the tile. But yeah, I might take another workbench and go back to back with them. So here's the workbench. I've got everything else up here, and I move the phones down. I don't think there's any other changes that I made. I put a few trees here and there. I want to put these back downstairs because they're not selling, but they're in my way down there. I'd rather have them up here with the rest of the furniture. They're coming after the dog houses. But you see, we're going to come down here and I'm going to show you the workers are actually moving. And we'll walk around and let you see there's nobody standing around. Everybody's working at a good pace. I'm maxed out on permanent hires, so that's all that's working today is permanent hires. I'm not getting any daily hires that way. I don't lose. I kept walking by carts and I heard flies buzzing, so I noticed all of them were the daily hires, and you can't train them, so you can't make them speed up. So I won't have any spoilage because they're pretty much maxed out on move speed and stock speed. So uh, they'll work. They'll just have to work a little bit harder. But you see, all of them's working. We're gonna walk around. There's nobody outside, just standing around. We'll walk around the warehouse and let you see. I wish I could sell these forklifts because I don't even use them. I bought them and tried them out and then just really didn't like them. All the carts, I wish we had I've got plenty of carts for each associate if they need it. So you see, usually I have a group of workers that are standing right here in this area and they will not move. I'll have 3 or 4 here. I'll have one over here in this corner, 1 or 2 down here, and that's a lot of workers standing around and nothing's getting done. But as you see, they're all working. They're moving. I've walked around the store and there's not one person standing. There's nobody hiding. So if you take off and this trash, if you've got them assigned to a certain task, like if you've got them working pets, just trash it. You can call each individual worker on the microphone and call them to your office or wherever, or they'll come to you and just go in there and trash their assigned task. Don't have anything in their task board, and make sure you save their changes after each one. If not, it'll just keep the task on there. But make sure you do each and every one of them. I've not had one associate or worker standing still. The reason I say associate all the time is because I worked at Walmart for 20 years. But you see they're stocking. There's nobody standing or hiding. There's nobody outside. We'll go outside. There's no workers outside. Everybody's moving. As the B-52s used to sing, everybody's moving, everybody's grooving, baby. Love Shack. See, I don't have any workers. I got a lot of carts in the way, but I don't have any workers standing around. They're all moving. I usually have 1 or 2 workers standing over here. So I don't remember how many workers I have permanent that are maxed. I'm maxed out. It's got to be at least 20 something, I guess. So if I had 7 or 8 of them standing around, there's not any stocking getting done. And you see, I've walked around the store and you've not seen one worker standing. They're all working. There's nobody hiding in the office either. Break room. So if you're having that problem still, I don't know if it works on PC, but on PS5, if you don't assign anybody any task, just trash them and make sure you save the changes on each individual one, and your workers will work. Now, they won't be designed to a certain area, but all the work will get done. Everything will get stocked. It'll take a little longer. But if you'll notice, I'll go over here, like I had 2 workers just for dog houses and pets. And you see, I had this full. Look, so they won't, it's not being worked. They'll work it when it starts getting real, it's about as low as it'll get. But so I got 1 dog house left. See, where before the updates in this bug to where they were standing still, I had 2 workers that would work these dog houses and kept them full. So now until they catch up with whatever, I'm going to stomp on your heads here. I might have to go down here and get a couple just in case I don't lose sales. See, I got racks. These 3 racks right here is dog houses. See, they're constantly working everything else. So I wish the developers would give us more permanent hires. I'd rather have the permanent hires than the daily hires. That way I can train them. See, all the dog houses are gone. And normally, if I wasn't walking around the store and proving to you that when I was standing around, I'd help fill these up so I wouldn't miss sales. Oh, it's just 6:27 p.m. So, excuse me, coming through. Luckily, they keep on the cakes. Or sometimes if I'm not having to deal with the dog houses, I'll go over just kind of keep them full. But the whole time I've been walking around without the daily hires here, see, I've not heard one fly. I had 4 or 5 daily hires, and every time I'd walk by a different one, there was flies everywhere because they would let it spoil because they can't move as quick. So it's going to take me longer to order and get everything stocked, but like I said, I wish the developers would give us more permanent hires. That would be I'll take the permanent hires over the 3rd floor any day. Give us about 10 more. Let the daily hires go work at McDonald's. Stand on your head. That's the only bad thing about not having some workers assigned to tasks, because I had 2 or 3 over there for the cakes, and then I think it was 2 workers just for pets. And the rest of them pretty much took care of the rest of the store.
The hypermarket will be closing soon.
We're fixing to close, so I'll put a few more of these out. Don't want to miss any sales. I'm fixing to get to level 113. The next levels for a license is 120. And that's something else I would wish the developers would not space these last 3 or 4 levels out as far as they have. Just maybe a couple of, because it'll be 112 and 120. That's 8 levels you have to go through to get to the next license. Maybe run it maybe 2 levels in between on the last 4. Because right now all I'm doing is gaining money. I'm not gaining levels. I'm running a store like I normally would run a store. It's about 11 million profit. I just don't sell one item and make millions of dollars off of it. I want to run a store like it should be run. Open the store, let people shop, restock and order. Do it the normal way, instead of selling one item. Tell you, they buy the dog houses. I could do this all day long. They're still buying them as fast as I put them out. That's the reason I wish we could assign tasks But sure as if I assign a task to one person, I'll have 6 or 7 workers stop and stand still. So I'll just have to deal with it. I noticed Croissant Games, when I was posting this stuff on Discord about what my testing was, that they give me praying hands, so I figured it out, but it's a tedious task. I wish we could assign like we used to. Just made life so much easier. Right now I'm a $11 million stalker is what I am, instead of a store owner. But can't have your cake and eat it too. At least all the workers are moving. Nobody's standing still. I'll be here for a few minutes, and I'll order a few things and let you see that they still move. They don't stand there and look at the truck. I have a little less than 600 to get to the next level. So help get these dog houses loaded. Well, they got cartfuls. That's another thing. Some people said that they've only got 1 or 2 boxes on a cart. Mine's getting loaded up. Plus, I'll show you how long it takes me to order. So I could already started ordering if I didn't have to do this, but that's fine. I'll get to it. See, they've got 4 or 5 boxes on their cart. They've got 3 on that one. There's 4 on that one. No, there's a couple of boxes on there. We'll just put out the rest of these and then we'll get to ordering. Like my video of the day, I showed you how to order. I found it's easy to stagger the trucks and stagger the places where they're dropped off. It helps a lot. I know in the dog houses I order a bunch of them, so I usually stagger the doors on them so the trucks don't be waiting to back up. Doesn't block the... If you deliver, I'm ordering over 20 something dog houses, so there's only so many on the truck. So if I order that many, you got 3 or 4 trucks out there and they're waiting for one to get unloaded and one to back up. So I usually put one at 1 and 2, then 5 and 6, and then back to 1 and 2. But you see, nobody, you haven't seen anybody standing still. That's all the dog houses. So I know I've got 3 racks, and to fill it up, it'll hold 19. So we're going to dump this box, and we're going to start ordering them and send that truck. All right. All right. I've ordered the 19 for the racks downstairs, and what I'll do is I'll go up and I'll go and send it to B1 and 2. So I need another 16 up here, so I'll go and order them. And then I'll send it to 5 and 6. That staggered that truck. So now I'm going through and order stuff that I might need. I already hear the truck backing up. I don't need none of that. Don't need none of that. Let's go over here and check the lamps out. It's good on these. We'll hold off on ordering. Well, let me get a couple of these just to fill it up a little bit. And the rest of it looks good. I don't need none of that. Yeah, how do you like my workbench? Special design here. I like it. I said, man, them curved walls would be neat. I'm not going to order any of them or them. I'll order the camping stoves downstairs because I look at the rack and see how many I need. Don't need none of that. Let's see. Let's order some of this. None of this. Oh, we don't need none of that. That. We don't need none of that. So, I did have a lot of stuff on sale for 20%, but I decided not to deal with it. All right, so what I ordered up here, I'll send it. We'll just go to A2 with it and confirm order. We'll be good there. So we should be good. So then, this doghouse is coming up, and they're going to fill it up. Now I usually go over here, and I'll just, anything I'm out of, I'll do the bakery stuff. I got plenty of that sliced bread. I got plenty of that. Plenty of that. But you see how I'm staggering the trucks, and it gets unloaded. Nobody's standing around. All right, and then I'll send it to A3. I'll quit toggle with this. I go A3. All right, and I usually order these last. I'm gonna go over and check out our alcoholic beverages now. This is what I order all the time. I'm pretty good on them. And I'll go over and check the seasonal aisle. Make sure I don't need anything. I'm pretty good on everything here. Well, let me order a couple of. Ooh, wrong one. Order a couple of these. And I know I don't need anything in grocery. So I'll hold off on that because I'm going to go back here and do some. We don't need any lights. That's the outdoor lighting area there. We'll go through and we'll order our produce. Anything we need. I didn't order that. Come on. There's more. Oh, I've got plenty of them. Some more pumpkins. There we go. Now that I've got that, I'll send it to A2. Because it's close. There we go. Now we'll order shirts. I usually try and keep 2 on hand of everything. Then we'll go down here, we'll do our seasonal. I should be good. I'm gonna order, I'll try and keep 3 of those. And then order little outdoor potted plants. I'll order 1 of each of those. And I don't need any of that, so now I'll send it to A1. Alright, now we'll go back here, because by the time I've done that, they've done pretty much all the plants. I've got all the dog houses pretty much stacked up. Alright, try and keep 3 full boxes on hand here. I'm gonna need our I've learned to stagger them trucks, man. It helps. You don't have to wait for them to back up. I order these plants, and I don't need none of that. And here's our camping stoves. I usually try and keep 10 on hand, so I only need 8. Then I'll go over here. I'll check the kettlebells out. Pretty much good. Good. We're still good on those. Looks like we need a few of these. Alright, then I send that to 5 and 6. Alright, then we'll start on our furniture. I usually try to order 8 each. Go over here. This is where our tool benches are, and we're still good on them. So this is our outdoor umbrellas. We've got a 5. Let's order 5 more. All right, once I do that all, I'll send it to 1 and 2. Then I'll go down here. This is more furniture. Once I order that, then I'll go put it at 5 and 6. That staggers that truck. And it's close enough by they can get it. But you see the workers, nobody's standing around. Look, they're all working. All right, we'll get this last row of furniture. Alright, we'll send it back over to 1 and 2. That staggers that truck. So they're all getting offloaded, nobody's standing around. Then I usually go over here and check out grocery. See if there's anything, I don't need none of the chocolate boxes. See if there's anything I'm running low on. I'm pretty much good. I might order water. Juice. I got plenty of the drinks. I got plenty of that water. Alright, let's see here. I'll order some candy pack. Just like to have it on stock, just in case. I think it's looking pretty good. The cart's all in the way. Alright, now I'll send that to 1 and 2 as well. As I got a dock open. Let's see, there's nobody's standing, they're unloading. So if you've got all your workers assigned tasks, just trash it. Just let them work. That's it. The truck gets loaded on fat quick. So there's 2 boxes per cart. There's a couple that's got 1, but that's okay. Just snatching it off there. They finished that truck. See, I have no trucks on any doors now. Everything's filling up. So now I'll go over here and do our cold storage. So I need 8. So I need 18 here. I do that every time. I order the chicken and then I send it to 3 and 4. And then I go through here and make sure there's anything else I might need. Yeah, I'll go and order some of that. Pretty good on that. Pretty good on that. Let's see, what do we got? I don't need any hummus, that's for sure. Well, let me go and order. I'll order some. Well, I've got it on stock. I meant to look at the freezer and see what else I need. I'm out. I'll order this. Order some more of that. Always make sure I got pizzas on hand. Alright, now I'll send it to 3 and 4 because I've got a dock open. I'll help you. Oh, they got the last one. Alright, that truck's gone. Now when this other truck backs up for the rest of this cold storage that this one here, once they start working on it, I'll go get the cakes in and I'll be done ordering. Because they'll have it done here in a minute. By the time I walk over, they'll have it done. See, workers right here getting carts and loading up. filling up. I was going to go over and look at this. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go over and order the cakes now. And we'll be done ordering. Right now, I usually send them to A3 because it's very close. Alright, that's it for ordering. I do want to carry you back up here. Oh, forgot to show you. I put some chairs here at the wine tasting area. I don't know if you noticed that earlier. Need some wine glasses and beer mugs. There's 3 chairs, but I was going to take you back up here and show you. I'm pretty proud of my workbench area here that I built. It's like a special display for it with the curved walls. Like I said, I might put another one on the back side, facing out that way. Let's see if we can do that while we're waiting. I'll just go grab one off the shelf. See, everybody's working. Nobody's standing around. I've got plenty to play with over here. So let's grab one off and see. Well, I want to turn it back to back that way you can see both sides. I know what you're saying. I could have got a cart and done it, but that's okay. Could have got all 3 of them. I'll go back to back with it. See, now it's back to back. You can see from this side and that side. Should have done that earlier, but that's okay. We'll get the last 2 here. Alright. Oh, put it back. I like the cart. There we go. Now let's see if we can get up the escalator. And once we do this, I'll carry you around there and show you all the workers are there. Normally I'd have them standing all through the warehouse after a day was finished. They wouldn't go back to their designated area. This works much better. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see if we can go back to back with this one. That's about right. That way customers can see it from either side. Bingo. Now, much better. I'll have to order some more televisions here before too long. I might start and do 20% off again. It'll take me a while. I'll just put everything that I can at 20%. Drive up customer attraction, which I'm really not worried about. Alright, we're going to finish up here. I'm going to take you through the warehouse. There's nobody standing idly in the back hallway. Normally I have 4 or 5 people standing here. 2 or 3 down here. And we'll go outside and I'll show you that there's nobody upstairs. All of the workers are out here. They put these carts all in the way though. Alright, developers, give us a area where the workers put the carts and get them out of the way instead of leaving them here. They're okay if they're out here because they grab them quicker. But here's all the workers. Alright, we're going to go around front. We're going to end this video. Alright. It's Bama Mark. Appreciate y'all watching.